Hi everyone, so today I will be doing a video on basically how to shop. I know you guys are probably thinking, I know how to shop. I just walk into a store, pick up what I like, pay for it and leave. But I'm here to tell you that it's really not that simple, because how many of us are guilty of impulse shopping? Buying things that we think look nice, but when we try it on, we don't like it and we don't end up wearing it. We just keep it, stare in our wardrobe, and then we find it 10 years later when we're cleaning out our wardrobe and it still has a tag. That has happened to me quite a few times. I'm here to share with you guys my tip on how to prevent doing that and actually buying the things that you will love and that you'll wear a lot and really get your money's worth for it. So without further ado, let's just get on with the video. So the first tip that I have for you guys is to know your body and your figure. This is so important because most of the time we don't like what we wear because it doesn't suit our figure the best. It doesn't celebrate our figure, if that makes sense. For example, if you're a tall person, celebrate that and embrace that by using wide leg trousers, tall high-waisted jeans, you know, long dresses, you know, really take advantage of that. Don't look at it as a limitation, take it as an opportunity. Knowing your body and figure will also help when you shop, because when you walk into a store, you already know what suits you. If you see something nice, you can already see yourself, your figure, your body in that outfit, nothing else. For example, I have really small shoulders. So when I buy outerwear pieces, I always look for some sort of structure or some sort of way to counteract that problem. So a lot of my outfits have shoulder pads, or they're blazers like that one there, or you know, they're really big and oversized, or just really structured to sort of hide the fact that I have really small, tiny shoulders. So that's a really great example on how knowing your figure and body shape can really help you when it comes to shopping. The next tip that I have is to create a foundation wardrobe before you buy anything else. I would be doing a whole entire video on how to create your foundation staple wardrobe pieces. Building a foundation wardrobe will really help when you are purchasing clothes, because then you can envision what you can wear with those clothes. If you don't have your staple pieces, it's going to be really hard to make use of the clothes that you're going to buy. If you find a really cute blouse that has like all these different patterns and stuff, but you don't have simple black jeans or simple black trousers to go with it, how are you going to wear it? What's the point of buying it? So it actually leads me to my next tip, which is envisioning outfits before you purchase a piece of clothing. When I walk into a store and I see something I like, the first thing that comes to my mind is, how many times can I wear it? What can I wear with it? What do I have in my wardrobe now that can go with it? Can I wear it immediately? These are questions that you need to ask yourself to make sure that what you're purchasing is actually going to be worth it. I also ask, is it versatile? Is it a classic piece or is it a trendy piece? That question also justifies how much money I should spend on it. If it's a classic piece, I'm going to spend more money on it. I'm going to really look at the quality of it as well. If it's a trendy piece, something that I'm only going to wear for this season, then I usually won't spend as much, and I won't worry too much about the quality since I won't be wearing it for very long. So those are very important questions to ask, and it all relates back to your staple wardrobe, and it also relates to envisioning a couple of outfits with the clothing piece. My next tip, which is always try on the clothes. This is something that has really helped impulse shopping, and my mom is a perfect example of that. She is like the biggest victim of impulse shopping, and ever since I started forcing her to try on the clothes before she buys it, it has cut down her impulse shopping so much. It's amazing. When you try on the clothes, you can instantly see how it fits on you, because remember that everyone has different body shapes, everyone has different figures, different heights, different sizes, and not every clothing out there is made to fit everyone well. It's not tailored to every person individually. Trying on the outfits in the store helps you know if it's worth walking out with it or not. It saves you the time of purchasing it and then refunding it if you don't end up liking it. Not all brands do a good return policy. Sometimes you can only exchange, especially if they're a sale item, so always look up the policy as well, just in case. Sometimes, actually, to double check if I'm still a little bit unsure, I will try it on again at home with other clothes in my wardrobe and make outfits from it. And if I can't make more than like 5 outfits with it, then I don't think it's worth purchasing. I always try and buy pieces that are versatile, even if it's trendy, just so I can really get my money's worth out of the pieces that I buy. Don't be embarrassed. I literally try on like 30 items when I go shopping. So trying on outfits is absolutely vital, because if you pick up everything and then pay for it and leave, you're most likely not going to be bothered to refund some of the things that you didn't really end up liking, and that's what's going to be buried in your wardrobe. When it comes to online shopping, I don't believe in online shopping, and that's because online shopping can be really deceiving. You know, photos can be really deceiving, certain lighting can make fabrics look good. Another tip is to consider the kind of environment that you'll be wearing this certain piece, or the current time period. So for example, right now it's spring, and spring summer trends are coming up, and you know, obviously I'm looking for a spring summer wardrobe. But with spring summer here, autumn and winter stuff are being pushed to the sales, and they're forcing you to buy things that you will need next year, which is a long time away. There is no point in buying like turtlenecks this season when you can't wear them for the next 6 months. Try and buy things that you're actually going to use now. That way you're not wasting money on things that you have to wait 6 months to wear. My next tip is to stay focused when you're shopping. For example, if you set out a day to go look for something, for example, you have a wedding coming up and you need a dress for it, focus on just buying that dress. Don't buy unnecessary shit. Allocate a certain amount of money for this item and only use the money for that. Don't be distracted by sales, don't be distracted by promotions. The next tip that I have, and probably the last tip I think, is quality over quantity. This is something that has been emphasized since I was young from my parents, especially from my mother, with everything, not just clothing, is that if you're going to buy something that you know you're going to need for a lifetime, why not spend the extra money? If it means saving up a little bit more, if you can afford it, what's stopping you from doing it? This specifically applies to obviously the staple pieces in your wardrobe. If it's like a cashmere tan sweater, that will never go out of season. That is always in season, and you can pair it with trendy jackets. Invest in that. Invest in a good sweater. Invest in a good pair of jeans. It's gonna last you a long time. Invest, because it's better to have less items but quality pieces that you love, rather than cheap items that you're not 100% with. That's something that I learned the hard way. Don't give in to sales, don't give in to cheap brands, you know, don't, because at the end of the day, you're just gonna be cheating yourself. I always prefer taking the time and having less pieces but things that I actually love and will use. So I've learned that the hard way, and I can't stress that enough to you guys. So that's basically all for my how to shop video. I hope it was somewhat useful, and I hope that you guys can apply these tips to when you shop next. Thank you always for watching. Bye!